one of the jobs for today. This is on an oil boiler, hence why the place smells of oil, but I'm obviously not oil qualified. It's got nothing to do with the boiler because the heating's working. And one of the zone valves, that one back there, is hot water zone valve, and hot water's on. Cylinder stat is set to 5. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, set to 5. But that's not opening up. So I'm going to basically now check wiring center over here, how far the power is getting down the circuit, and see where the fault lies. So we know here is our programmer cable. We have, this is easy to work back from this cable, this one here. Let's have a look where the break is. So that's onto a neutral. Is that a neutral or an earth? That's an earth. I've got neutral to permanent live, which should be grays. 230. That's permanent live. The fault lies with the cylinder stat because there's power from the programmer going to the cylinder stat. So power to the cylinder stat, but nothing coming back from the cylinder stat. Faulty cylinder stat. So what I'm going to do, just to prove that the cylinder stat is faulty, if I just take out the brown, which is the power for the zone valve. So here is the cable for the motorized valve over there, back there. You can see the black lever where it is. To touch it and give it power, which is the one going to the cylinder stat. That motor's moved over. It's clicked, and you can probably hear the pumps kicked in. And now the hot water circuit is getting hot. So yeah, that proves that is faulty. No, it's not dead. Oh yeah, it says, there you go. It says error. New cylinder stat needed. So I've just been given approval. Here's a new one. And yeah, swap it out. Isolate the power. Yeah, that's gone dead. Quickly do a bit of safe isolation. Definitely all dead. Perfect. Might just as well do quick safe isolation on this as well. We're dead. All the terminals come closed. So we've got to open them all up. Black into normally open, because that's the one that links to the brown of the zone valve. Grey is common, as that comes from the programmer. And then live and neutral. With a rubber grommet. Slide it up. Push the sensors back into the cylinder, tighten the screws on, so that's on there. That's as I found it. Power back on. Oh yeah, might as well check the fuse rating. 3 amp, perfect. On. Now the moment of truth. Hot water. On. There you go, it's moved over. Red light on there. Boiler's fired up. That's the return. That's the flow down there. It's really getting hot. And let's wait for the return to get hot. That's warming up. And there we go. That's the job done. And let's put the cover back on. So basically on this job, obviously it's an oil boiler and I'm not qualified to work on oil. But because the rads are working and the hot water wasn't, the company that I'm representing thought that clearly the boiler's working, so I don't need to touch the boiler. And there's a system fault, and hence why I'm here, and it's resolved.